That's the wrong car. That's the car you're supposed to smash.
Oh no.
Whose car is this?
Is it Sweeney's?
My car!
Oh, Mr. Krubs. Oh man, they are so dead. All right, welcome back to another School Principal Reacts. So this is Brandon here coming to you on a Tuesday. So of course, once again, it's time for the next episode of Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, or my reaction to it. This one is called Fundraising, and I clicked on a random spot in this episode and I see Ned and Cookie here in these crazy looking outfits. It looks like they may have to do something rather cheesy in order to fundraise. I'm hoping that maybe this is in someone's imagination and not what they're having to do in real life. Fundraising is definitely a part of school life. Some schools do whole school fundraisers. Some different clubs or grade levels or people working toward a field trip may do a fundraiser. Very common in schools for different reasons. But I'm curious to see what take Ned's has on this subject. As always, just a reminder to subscribe to the channel. I know a lot of people watch my videos that aren't subscribed, so please do me a favor and subscribe. That really helps the channel out. Let's get into the episode.
This whole world is out of shape.
Coach Durga.
Soft and getting flabby. And that's why we're buying new exercise equipment for the gym by selling chocolate.
Okay, but you can't say it like that. I didn't hear the exact words she used, but I heard her saying how people were getting flabby. You can't say that. Now, can you do a fundraiser for like new equipment? Yes, you can do that. Now, granted, the school will have some level of funding for that kind of thing as well. It's not often that I've seen fundraisers for that purpose, but I have seen it before. And it's kind of ironic that they're selling, is that candy as a fundraiser to avoid getting flabby, as Coach Durga said. You really can't quite say it like that. Would that be a potential firing? Probably not, but it may be a conversation or some level of discipline or formal discussion, but probably not a potential firing. Let's keep going.
You only gotta sell one box each. Now be happy! This year, inside one of these bars is a golden ticket.
A golden
for a
ticket.
Giant flat screen TV and video game system.
A golden ticket. Obviously, golden tickets in chocolate bars makes you think of Willy Wonka, of course, but I can't wait to see what she has in store for this fundraiser. It does seem a little off. It isn't crazy unusual for what I've seen in the past, but it is a little off here, but I'm curious to see how this goes. Yeah, her throwing him like that, probably a potential of firing. Now, would she be fired for that? Maybe, maybe not. If someone got hit in the head or something like that, probably. But again, a potential firing is a situation where someone could possibly be fired. It sort of depends on how the school and district treats this and if anybody gets hurt. But you can't throw stuff at kids. You just can't do it.
No. But this chocolate could have the golden ticket inside. You could win a giant flat screen TV.
See how that works? Yeah, it's pretty effective, isn't it? She sounds like Gollum from Lord of the Rings a little bit, doesn't she?
No TV for me.
But you can still enjoy that delicious wolf chocolate.
Chocolate makes me sick. Like that.
Oh, that's so gross. Oh.
Couldn't help it.
And you didn't have to eat them. If they're looking for the golden ticket, I wonder if they were doing that or if they wanted to eat it just because they wanted it. It's really gross here.
We checked every candy bar. No golden ticket.
It's the ticket.
You guys ate all your chocolate bars?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
So
And
gross.
now you gotta find $60 to pay for the chocolate you were supposed to be selling. We were thinking he'd take the TV and I'd take the video game system.
What?
Well, you better start thinking about when my gym equipment arrives on Friday. I want my $60.
So gross. And I still think it's kind of ironic. She's trying to buy gym equipment, but she's selling chocolate. Doesn't quite go together, does it? And again, most of the time in my past, I've seen schools and or school districts provide for this kind of thing. Students did not have to fundraise for it. Fundraising.
I've sold all mine except one. All I have to do is sell this and that'll be
They need to quit with that sound effect. You know what I'm talking about? It's kind of grossing me out.
3 years in a row I've sold all my chocolate.
I'll buy it. Winning that TV will make me feel better.
You can't even pay for the chocolate you already ate.
True.
And you know I don't sell to friends or family. I'm old school, pounding the pavement, finding that hard-to-reach chocolate buyer.
Okay.
Who's in the deal?
Kind of sounds like the SpongeBob SquarePants episode where they go sell chocolate like this. That's kind of what it reminds me of.
Excuse me, sir.
It's that extra teacher. I've talked about him a few times. I don't know if he has a real name or not, and if he does, I don't think they've ever used it. He's just like the extra teacher that just walks around and doesn't really say anything.
This chocolate bar?
Chocolate makes me sick.
He gets a line.
Like those guys.
Okay.
We'll get back those fundraising funds we were supposed to fundraise. Fundraising.
Yeah.
We're gonna get $60 by Friday.
Oh, no.
Easy. Do it the old-fashioned way.
And by old-fashioned, he may mean what we saw on the random still frame. I sort of hope not. This is going to be really cheesy and embarrassing, even more so than what they've got going on right now, which is pretty gross.
Step right up for the most amazing school fundraising experience ever.
And it's not a school fundraising experience. They could not do this, okay? So this is basically kind of sort of like gambling, and you can't do that at school. This would be shut down pretty much immediately.
One way to raise money for your school is to hold a carnival with games and prizes.
Okay.
Give away inexpensive, used, or donated prizes to increase the profits.
And I have seen little festivals like that, not quite these style of games, but it's more like I've seen schools that would have something where you either had to pay to get in, and it was like a little playground or like some bounce houses, or I've also seen like a little one of those slides where you slide down on a carpet, carnival style like rides, I guess you could say, but I haven't seen games like this. But I have seen little, I don't know if you could call it a carnival or not really, but it was a little festival that they did charge money for to raise money for the school. Oh.
Bigby! That window is gonna cost you $45.
Oh. No. That's so funny. I thought he was going to break another window, and honestly, $45 sounds cheap for a window, honestly, and I didn't realize they were in the science room. I see down in the bottom left-hand corner, of course, you've got your colored liquids. You have to have that for all science rooms on TV, right?
I'll take the monkey.
Great. Now we have to pay for a new window. We still owe Durga $60.
Yeah.
And I love that monkey.
Hold on. I have another idea.
Oh, no.
Anyone want to buy a
Basketball.
chocolate bar? Can't believe I can't sell this thing.
Yo, right here. I'll take it. Bring on the chocolate.
Is he going to pay?
I don't sell to friends or family.
Oh, come on. It's your last one.
And I've said many times before, when Gordy gets involved in what they have going on, that it's inappropriate, and sometimes he's been potentially fired for it. But in this case, it's fine, especially if she asks, which he sort of came up as she was talking about it. That's probably okay for him to buy a candy bar from her as part of a school fundraiser. That's probably okay.
Does anyone know where I could buy a chocolate bar?
Yeah, every single one of them. Basketball game, okay.
A half-court shot contest. We charge everyone $1 for a chance to see.
Yeah, but they can't do that. Like, just like their little carnival game stand, you can't just charge people to take a half-court shot. And what do you actually promise them? I'm assuming they're going to do this, and they're going to promise a cash prize, and then somebody's going to actually make the half-court shot, and they're not going to be able to pay them, and then owe even more money. That's my prediction here. But you can't just, like, make up your own thing like this, taking advantage of a school basketball game. That would be shut down immediately, too.
If they make it, which they won't, they'll get a brand new bike.
Really?
That's my new bike. I know.
Chocolate here, candy bars here.
Ooh. And I'm going to say that's an accident. I mean, she probably wouldn't be suspended or anything for that if it was an accident. Now, should she have thrown it? No. She would probably just be told, hey, don't do this anymore. And I'm assuming maybe they allowed them to do this because it's a school fundraiser and it's a school fundraiser for Coach Durga with the athletics program. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do this. Typically, basketball games in all sports have some type of concession stand which benefits either the school as a whole or the athletics program as a whole or a specific sport. But they're not going to allow the students to just fundraise unless Coach Durga somehow allowed that to happen because it's for her gym equipment.
Ooh, I'll take one. I'm old. I need
That's
chocolate.
Gordy.
I do not sell to friends.
Just sell me the chocolate.
And really the fact that she's saying that Gordy is her friend, it really sort of blurs the line of professionalism. I've said many times before, he gets way too involved with them, and he really has to keep a professional distance if he's going to continue working there.
Halftime, and that means it's time for someone to win that bike.
Yeah, who's allowing them to do that? This is kind of crazy that they're even allowing this, unless they went to Durga earlier because she said earlier that they owe her that money. So maybe they allowed them to do this, especially since they're putting up this bike as a prize, so it doesn't really cost Durga anything, even though Ned sort of did it without Cookie's permission, which is kind of interesting, but he didn't immediately take the bike back, so I'm guessing maybe he consented to this, but let's see what happens here.
You have to put on this blindfold.
Oh, seriously?
You get to spin you around.
He's gonna make it.
And you have to shoot backwards. Good. It's a contest rule.
No one can make this shot.
Shoot!
He's gonna make it. Yep. He gets the bike, and then that's it, and they didn't make any money, and phew, I do not know how they're gonna get out of this. Okay.
Where's my money?
$1. She wouldn't do that. That's a little harsh. But are they running away from her now? That's kind of crazy. Selling
Hi,
chocolate.
I'm selling chocolates for James K. Polk Middle School to raise money. Whoa. That's okay. Never mind. Hi.
And I do remember back in the day, a lot of door-to-door sales like this. Nowadays, a lot of fundraisers are not structured this way, partly for safety reasons, and then also with the first lady that sort of slammed the door in her face. That does happen sometimes as well. Most of the time, people are encouraged to stick to people they know, or the fundraiser is just a different type of fundraiser that doesn't rely on in-person sales like this.
Well, I know who you are. You're here to suck out my brains and bring them back to your mothership. But you can't have them.
That's weird.
Look, do you want to buy the candy bar, you crazy?
Yeah, Mose does not need to be doing that. Again, in this time that the show was produced, I did see a lot more of this than today. I don't see a lot of fundraisers nowadays that rely in any way of students going door to door like that.
I'm convinced this candy bar is cursed.
Just sell it to me. I want to buy a chocolate bar. Oh, why did I say that?
Yeah, I was going to say, every time someone else mentioned that, like everybody in the school ran after him. Yeah, you probably should have said that a little softer.
We'll never get $105 by the end of the day.
Car bash!
Car bash.
Yeah, you hold a car bash. You get an old junky car, and then you charge kids $1 to bash it in the...
Nah. I don't like this idea either. Now, have I seen this before? Have I seen this proposed? Yes, I have. I don't know if I've seen it done myself. I've heard of it. I've heard of this happening at schools, but nowadays there's just way too much liability. I mean, imagine, you break a window and then a glass shard flies in someone's eye or something like that. There's just way too much possibility for someone to get hurt by doing something like this, so I've never seen it. I have heard of it, and I've definitely heard it proposed before, but I've never done it myself.
We did it in college. We raised over $300. Ooh, in fact, I'll call my old buddy, Mr. Auto Shop teacher, and have him send over a junker.
Mr. Auto
You're trying
Shop.
to raise money? Don't rule out any car. It's fun and for a good cause. People will pay to play.
Yeah, that is true. It's fun and for a good cause. People will pay to play or participate. I heard him mention did he say a beauty contest? Or I have seen pageants done before. Pageants are kind of popular. I've seen them done at a few different schools. And I forgot what else he mentioned there. I can't remember, but an auction. That's what it was. So yes, I've seen various other events where people pledge to do this or do that, like running a certain distance or doing something for a certain amount of time. I've seen that before. That's kind of fun sometimes. I've seen the beating up a car be proposed, and I've heard of it before, never done it myself though. Yeah.
Awesome. Here's $15. I got some anger issues to work out.
We raised 105.
Yeah, you hear that sound effect. There's just way too much of a possibility of someone getting hurt accidentally from that. And you see Loomer participate. I could see him wanting to do this.
Yeah, one small problem. That's the wrong car.
Oh no.
That's the car you're supposed to smash.
Oh no.
Whose car is this?
Is it Sweeney's? Oh, Mr. Krubs. Oh man, they are so dead. And I thought it was going to be Mr. Sweeney's. If you remember the car wash episode, he ends up like getting his car all messed up, and it did sort of look like that. But didn't he win a new car in the cell phones episode, I think it was? I think I remember that correctly. Oh no.
Take that. But you still owe me $170 to cover my deductible. Plus the $45 for that window.
And the $60 you owe me for that chocolate.
Wow.
We want that money today!
And I don't know that they would be able to do this. Now, with Coach Durga, she probably would because it's a school fundraiser, and they probably do owe her that money. Now, with Krubs, I don't know if he can force them to do that. He would have to basically sue their parents, I'm assuming, but he can't just take that cash that they were given as part of this deal. And I don't know if it was approved or not, or if it even counts as a school fundraiser, because I don't know if they got this approved or they just decided to do it and smash up a car. Really, really dangerous. Now, with Sweeney, it sort of depends on the school policy. It's really tough to force students to pay for damages to school property like that. In my experience, it's more likely that the school would just have to pay for that, but they might be able to be punished for that damage in some way, depending on what the school handbook says.
How are we supposed to raise $275 in 2 hours?
I've got a plan.
Wrapping paper. I've definitely seen that before. Wrapping paper sales for sure.
Selling wrapping
Mr. Powell.
I'd love to buy some.
$275.
Now, I've never seen that. That I've never seen. It's kind of crazy. Let's see what he says.
It got nuts! You could win a huge TV prize thing! Please, it could have the golden ticket!
It could.
Just sell me the chocolate bar.
No, I don't sell to friends.
If she's that desperate, you would think she would just sell it to him. And I'm betting maybe this has the golden ticket inside because it's the one that's been emphasized this whole episode. Let's see.
I told you, no.
Guess we're not friends anymore.
Ooh.
I guess we're not friends.
And now he can buy
One
it.
chocolate bar.
Thank you. And maybe someday we could be friends again.
Fine.
I'm going to say that was an accident. That's probably not a potential firing. Now, if he had done it on purpose, that'd be very different, but that would probably be looked at as an accident. Now, that doesn't mean there wouldn't be consequences for him, but would he be fired? Probably not.
Chocolate just fell from the sky. And it has a golden ticket in it.
Yep.
I'm on the Flash Screen Soup Entertainment System.
Okay, that was dumb.
You're the worst fundraisers ever.
We're students, not salespeople.
Yeah, true.
You know, they're right.
Yeah.
Fundraising is tough.
Yeah.
Remember, I used to have the door slammed in my face all the time.
Yeah, all this is true, and that's why a lot of schools or clubs or school programs that do fundraising try to do it in a way that does not involve these high-pressure sales situations that kids find themselves in. It's not a comfortable place to be at all.
Even when I wasn't selling stuff.
I lost the money I raised. I had to pay it back out of my piggy bank.
Maybe we were too tough on you, but the school needs that money.
I wish we could help. But how?
There is one thing that the students would pay money for. Enough to pay for the equipment, repair the window, and fix your car too. And you guys are perfect for the job.
What do you want us to do?
Oh, man. Now, I've heard of stuff like this. I've never seen it before, ever, in my career, mainly because, I mean, you can imagine, it's going to be tough for these teachers to have students respect them in other situations if they allow this. So I've never really seen that done. The only thing similar to this that I've seen is like, hey, if students raise X number of dollars, I'll let someone put a pie in my face or something, like one person, not like people just throwing stuff at them over and over again like this, but like one pie in the face or kiss the pig. I've seen that one too, like just kind of weird stuff that people get into, mostly elementary schools. A lot of high school students are like, I don't really care about that. But I have seen this kind of stuff where it's like a one-time thing, maybe at an elementary school or a K-8 school or something like that, but not like this. This is probably too far.
We need more sponges.
What? Oh, and they raise money on that.
Buy a new gym for the new gym equipment.
Remember, there are tons of ways you can raise money for your school.
True.
So be creative and have fun.
Yeah, that is true. Now, all the stuff I've said about this wouldn't work or that wouldn't work, it doesn't mean you can't get creative like he said. I don't disagree with his tip at all. It's just some of the things they've done on this episode probably wouldn't fly, again, with the car smashing and stuff like that. But it is true. You do sort of have to get creative, and I do agree with the tip here. Yeah. Ugh. All right, well, that's the episode. I really enjoyed that one. Pretty good, not too bad. It definitely had some realism, and the things that Ned tried to do to fundraise, I have definitely heard proposed before, and a few of them I've heard happen at other schools, but like the car smashing here, probably just a little too dangerous, but he is right. You can get creative with it. I enjoyed it. I would give this episode an 8.5 out of 10. Not too bad at all. Pretty enjoyable and had a good little story. Hope you enjoyed it too, or my reaction to it. And if you tune in every Tuesday to these Ned's Reactions, be sure to subscribe using the button below. Really helps me out. You would not believe how much that helps the channel out. But do subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video here on School Principal Reacts. Thanks for watching.